Now that you are familiar with the ELA instructional framework, let's talk about how the writing process should look in the English Language Arts classroom. Let's start at the beginning. The Polk District writing expectations are grounded in both research and best practices. Reading and writing should be integrated. You should use student writing to guide your instruction and provide appropriate feedback. And you should use a model, practice, reflect instructional cycle to teach the writing process. This figure shows the components of the writing process using the model, practice, reflect instructional cycle. It reiterates the fact that any of the components may be repeated, implemented at the same time, or in different orders. The important thing is to keep in mind the audience and purpose throughout the writing process. The same philosophy from the model, practice, reflect instructional cycle is embedded into our district writing assessment. Students begin with a cold read and written response to the district-provided prompt and text set. Students should work to revise and edit their initial draft, receiving feedback along the way before turning in a final revised draft. Let's take a more in-depth look at each part of the district writing assessment. The initial draft is completed during the first few days of each unit so you can diagnose students' writing abilities and set the course for instruction. You will need to score the initial draft as soon as possible using the appropriate FSA rubric. Based on their initial scores, you will need to identify a differentiated course of action for each student to ensure they are developing the writing skills they need the most help with, such as purpose, focus, organization, evidence, elaboration, or a combination of the writing components. Once you have scored the initial drafts, you and the student should then begin working through the process of writing, using their initial draft essays as a rough draft. Students should build and improve upon the rough drafts, while you ensure students are refining their writing and meeting the demands of the standard. Teachers should provide opportunities for timely feedback in multiple and varied ways. This feedback should come from a variety of sources, including self-reflection, peer review and editing, as well as teacher feedback. Teachers should also teach the students how to use the FSA rubric so the students can provide appropriate and meaningful feedback to their peers. Using this district writing assessment, students should experience the process of writing, meaning their final product will be a complete and polished essay. Teachers will use the final draft to make adjustments to each student's plan of instruction. Don't forget to ask your school-based literacy coach if you have any other questions.